Yo, what's up? What's up? What's going on? It's your boy Big Miz from the zoo, and I'm back with another story for y'all. This situation is about these Gap gang members and how these booty bandit dudes be after these Gap gang members. But this dude came in not really claiming to be batting for the other team, but this dude got caught up. You know what I'm saying? This dude, boy, this is kind of like a sad story because this happens a lot in the chain gang. It happens a lot. And this is the situation with Sugar and the boy Swift. Now, Swift was kind of cool. I forgot what area he was from because he was from a little town in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? He was like 5'11", light-skinned cat, kept a clean cut, kept fresh clothes on, watch, rings, all that type of stuff, all the chain gang essentials or whatever. And he seemed real solid. Until we had a flip in the dorm. And with this flip in the dorm, I'm talking about, bro, when they call for new intake, because TNT, every Tuesdays and Thursdays is new intake coming from different jails. And they calling, yo, new intake coming through, and some new cats coming through, fresh meat. And cats is running to the windows to look out there to see the people coming down the walk. How these dudes, like four of them, how they was walking down the walk. They was walking like they was on a damn runway. Not in prison, but on a runway for fashion week or something. And they was ladies, they was sitting up there switching so hard, wearing skin tight state clothes and all that. Probably had the smooth booties on. Couldn't see behind them, but they probably had the smooth booties on, because that's known for the Gap gang members. And they stopped before they got to our dorm. They stopped at a different yard. And two of them started hugging the other two. They're hugging them, and you could see them jumping and stuff like that, and slapping each other's hands. Like, I was like, yo, they gotta be flamboyant. These dudes looking crazy. I push off. It's still cats down there, probably like maybe 15 people. And Swift was inside that crew. And I'm on the top tier. I'm looking down. I'm standing there with a couple dudes, like a couple of my ops, we standing there looking to see how these dudes is going to react to these people that come in. Now, as they coming in, they getting their stuff out of the cart, and they coming in with the search team. The search team escorts them to the door, telling them what rooms they going to, and everybody start like backing up, looking. But these dudes is laughing. They looking a little bit too happy. A little too happy. You know what I'm saying? And some people were looking them up and down and everything, and they dashing off going into their cells or whatever. So I'm like, yo, if they do that, like, I'm chain gang enough to know if they start sprouting off going into their rooms, they're conjuring up things, or they having private conversations about one of them that probably looked good, or they talking about one of them was from another camp or something like that. I know the chain gang. I know how they be mouthing it off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling back. These dudes or whatever, I mean, that came into the dorm, they go into their cells. One of the dudes get put on the door ASAP. He tried to go into a crip room. Crip dudes, you hear him yelling like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Take it and start putting him on the door, saying, yo, you gotta go. And the punk like, yo, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna just make me leave. I go to a different room. He pulled out that thing. He like, you getting up out of here. You getting up out of here. I know that shit. You getting up out of here. We can get it cracking in here right now. You getting up out of here. Like, I was like, damn, check him out. He put one on the door. I'm laughing at that. I thought that was funny. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I don't have no like personal hate. I don't have no personal vendettas against flamboyant people or gay males or nothing like that. It's just that in a chain gang, if you come in like that and something happens in that nature, I'm laughing. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was funny. So this dude puts him on the door. He really say that he's in fear for his life. He goes out the door. He's gone. The other one, Sugar, stayed. You know what I'm saying? And guess who room he was in? Swift. He was in Swift room. I didn't peep that until the morning time, where I'm going down there to get coffee, and I'm always going in the early morning after brushing my teeth and all that to get coffee. And I peep game. You know what I'm saying? You can hear the snickering and laughing or whatever. I can tell Swift's voice from anywhere. And this punk is sitting here talking like a whole girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking past the cell to go up the stairs. You know what I'm saying? But I was taking a lap. I was taking a long way, like I usually do. And I was like, all right, I see what's going on. As the time went by, this dude Swift took a whole different approach to the chain gang. He now has a girlfriend in the chain gang. He done stopped talking to his homeboys. His homeboys done pushed him aside. They was about to put him on the door, but I guess he stood up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they just didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? And they allowed him to be like the blunt end of their jokes and all that. So he see him walking with this punk everywhere, going to chow with him, doing all this different type of stuff. And they looking, they laughing, this, that, and the third. And the more the time went by, the closer they was getting, and the nastier the situation was looking. Them holding hands, them standing there kissing and stuff before one goes to rotation and all that. It looked real bad. You know what I'm saying? And it came to a time like 2 months later, they were arguing. And I heard like somebody scream. I thought it was a lady CO. I done opened the door. I look out. It's this punk Sugar on the big floor, sitting there with no shirt on, and got this band or a sock or something around his top or whatever, trying to act like that's a bra. And he's sitting up here talking shit to Swift like, yeah, nigga, I'll fuck you up, this and this. You don't play with me, bitch. You don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? You sit up here talking all this shit. We've been together for so long. Like if they having a real boyfriend and girlfriend type of situation going on. You know what I'm saying? It looked diabolical. It looked so crazy, bro. And you could see it in Swift's face, like his argument out on the big floor looking crazy. And you could see it in his face because he light skinned, like he embarrassed as hell to be having this conversation. But this punk is real flamboyant, all in his face, standing there doing all of this. And he started hitting. Boom. He started going. Duffing the little dude out, the Gap Gang member out. Boom, 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 boom. Gap Gang member going like this, holding over his face and all that, screaming, and then runs, catches out. He catches out, he banging on the glass while the officer right there, boom, 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 boom. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me. They open the door, get him in the sally port. I guess the officer called down to a sarge or whatever. The sarge come, he tell him what he tell him. He leaves, he goes to the hole. And I'll be damn if the dice don't roll. The next thing that came walking up in there was another flamboyant male. This little short, little nasty looking old head gay I'm talking about. Yo, this dude had the arch eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Looked like he dyed his eyebrows and everything. You know what I'm saying? Had his hair slicked down and all that. Like, this dude was looking real crazy eyeliner and everything. He was looking real crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't make no sense. And yes, Swift allowed him to come into the room. He started messing with him too. And the thing was, like, as time went by, it seemed like he was just looking for another male to get with. That's what type time this dude was on. You know what I'm saying? And he starts walking the chow with this short little punk now. And while we're going to chow, they're escorting somebody like to medical. And people looking like, yo, that's that other punk that used to be in here that Swift put on the door. You know what I'm saying? And they see Sugar walking, and he looking, and he yelling something because he noticed his homeboy, his ex-boyfriend or whatever, walking down the walk, Swift walking with somebody that he knows. You know what I'm saying? Because these Gap Gang members know each other. And Sugar yelling something, this, and you can't really hear what he's saying, but boom, he walking. Yo, 2 days later, one of the whole orderlies come onto the yard, And he calling trying to find out where Swift is at. One of his homeboys like, yo, he in the dorm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know him. Like, he was like, yo, give him this. You know what I'm saying? I supposed to be putting it right in his hand, but give him this. And I was like, damn, he done broke a code already. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever that kite supposed to be, that's supposed to be his business and his business alone. You know what I'm saying? But boom, he gets it to his homeboy. His homeboy goes in there and hands it to him. I don't think he read it. Because I think it would have went a whole different way, but he just went and handed it off to him. And this dude, like, when we come into the dorm, we all standing there on the big floor, we talking about this basketball tournament that's about to kick off in like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And everybody all hyped, we talking about it, then you just hear, oh yeah, no, man. And Swift comes out. This dude comes out and he's tripping. He's tripping. The little punk runs out the door. He runs out, he looking all crazy and hysterical in his flip-flops, you know what I'm saying? And in some like cut-off shorts. Like, I don't know how he did, but he had cut-off shorts looking like boy shorts. He running up out of the cell. Swift is coming behind him, banger in hand, holding his damn letter, crying and yelling and all that. And cats went, they grabbing him up because he trying to get to this point, trying to stab the other punk. Cats grabbed him up like, oh, chill, man, chill. Because it's like this dude is losing it. He's messing around going to kill this punk. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know what for, but he holding his letter. He crying and he acting real crazy. His boys grab him, they hold him. They get the tool out of his hand. He just dropped down. He crying, sit up there back, jumping and all that. And they say, yo, let me see that letter, man. And he holding it, and then they grab it, but it kind of like rips at the bottom, but it was still legible. And it said, yeah, this is sugar, motherfucker. You sit up here and try to do me dirty, huh? You try to do me dirty after all of this time? You gonna be walking with, it was like Sweet Tea or something like that. Like, you gonna be walking with Sweet Tea. Little mama, that's my sister, bitch. And yeah, since you want to be a cheater, you know what I'm saying, let Sweet Tea know that you just gave him AIDS. You contract the AIDS because you got it from me. Yeah, you got it now. And everybody's looking at this letter, man. And they was talking to old boy Swift or whatever, his homeboys, like, yo, we got your back, fam, but you can't mess with no other punks again. We got your back. Look, you good. This and this. They trying to be there for him. And they talked him down a notch or whatever. They got the punk to go into a different cell. He go in for the night, but through the nighttime while I'm out there as a third shift orderly working, he tapped and asked for the officer to get him up out of the dorm. And he caught out, man. And he went to the hole, and we found out that he went into the hole with that other punk, you know what I'm saying? And he tried to unalive that punk inside the cell. First he was trying to, like, I guess, getting up under him, trying to sweet talk him and stuff like that. And then once the dude was, like, guard was down, he tried to unalive him. I mean, and he didn't succeed, but he still did get some extra time or whatever. I think like 13 extra years for that situation, man. I feel bad for brothers that come in straddling the fence, don't know if they want to mess with punks or they just want to be a man. Like, you gotta know what you doing and how your life is so you can know how strong you are, because you get into the chain gang, it's gonna make you out a believer. It's gonna expose the hell out of you, man. Believe that. This your boy Big Miz from the zoo. I got y'all every trip. Y'all just stay tuned, and please don't do nothing stupid inside these streets and find yourself in somebody's county jail, prison, or chain gang. I'm gone.